Hello. It's Trish here from Dishkitty Studio, and I just randomly decided to turn my camera on and stream live for you. So I hope this is working. It doesn't look like anybody's watching right now, but of course this will go up on my YouTube channel after I'm done streaming anyway. So right now I'm just kind of cleaning up my desk here, but I wanted to pop on because it's been quite a while since I made a video. Honestly, the reason I decided to stream live right now is because I didn't feel like doing the editing and all that stuff. I wanted to kind of chit chat and talk about like where I've been and why I haven't been around and stuff like that. It looks like someone's watching. If you're there, if you have the ability to chat, let me know if you can hear me and everything, if the audio is good and stuff like that. This book right here is the last book you guys saw me working in as far as my daily journal. I think you guys have probably seen all of these pages. Let me move it more to the middle here. I worked on this book for quite a while. I got almost to the end. I'm not sure how much of this you guys actually saw and how much you didn't, but this was August. So I got almost to the end. I had probably, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 pages left in here, and maybe 10, I'm not sure. There was some left, and I just decided this wasn't for me anymore. And I just finished it up and moved on with another book. So I also stopped making videos kind of around this time. And do you guys see that backwards? Because on my screen it looks backwards, but there was a couple of things going on. First of all, this particular book in this style, this comic book style, it was much more time consuming to do these pages and fill in the boxes and plan it out. It was more time consuming than what I just didn't really have the time to keep it up the way that I wanted to and make it really good, make it look good. The other piece of it was that at the same time, I was starting to feel like I was sort of censoring myself. I wasn't putting things in here that I really wanted to put in here because I knew that they were going to go on YouTube. I was going to show the book on YouTube. I was focusing more on, I felt like, I don't know if I was focusing more on making it presentable and pretty for YouTube and for social media. I don't know if that was it. It was just that I felt like that side of it was adding pressure for me to do a really good job and make every page really nice and really show-offable and really pretty, instead of, at the end of the day, I mean, this journal is for me, and it's, you know, to express my feelings and express myself. And I sort of I felt like I had lost a bit of that in trying to sort of show it off, I guess. I hope that makes sense. So I love this book. I do have a couple more of these comic book journals. I do think I will go back to them at some point. I really, really did enjoy it. And you can see it's pretty. It's fun to look at. But I felt like this was just not, it wasn't exactly meeting my needs at the time. It was not, it wasn't really allowing me to express myself the way that I wanted to. And so I had to kind of step back from it and change things a little bit. Elizabeth, hi, I'm so glad you're here. I got your beautiful, beautiful card, and I am so, 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 so happy that I got it. I did not send anything back to you yet, but I fully plan to. I have not been around on YouTube, as I'm sure you know, but I'm sort of explaining kind of why that is right now. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, Elizabeth, and I'm so glad you stopped by. So anyway, I used this book until it had a few pages left, and then I decided this wasn't really working for me, and I decided to go a completely different route, which I will show you. So after I finished that book, I just went to a plain composition book, and I really focused a lot more. I'm going to flip through it really briefly, but there's a lot of kind of like personal stuff in here that I did a lot of writing. There's a lot of writing here. I was a lot more free in terms of what I did. I think because this is like kind of, crappy, cheap paper, and it wasn't precious, and I knew I wasn't gonna show it off on YouTube, so I just kind of did whatever I wanted, and I did a lot of writing. I did not do 1 page a day like the traditional style. I did sometimes 5 pages a day, just writing if that's what I felt like. This book, it has 3 tabs for months: August, September, and October, but I think I started at like, August 18th right there. So it really that's August 16th. So it probably really only lasted me about 2 months, and I did not glue any pages together. This was really just me sort of like getting back to the very, very, very basics, and sort of figuring out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to move forward. Very freeing, yes, very much so. I was sort of just trying to figure out what I wanted from my journal and how to get it. And part of that was kind of stepping away from YouTube and doing kind of my own thing and figuring out what that looked like. So this was only about 2 months, and I filled up every single page. I did some drawing, but there's a lot of pages that are just writing, and that's it. There's a lot of, part of this was when we went on our trip to Europe too, so there's a lot of stuff from that, like Stonehenge. But you can see that this is a lot different from what I've done in the past. I did actually 2 of these books. So here's this one. And then I pretty recently, I finished this one also. So this one is October, November, and then part of December, because I think, again, this lasted me about 2 months, and that's it. And it is, again, I stuck envelopes in here with little stuff. I did some drawings. There's stickers. There's just whatever. Again, some days fill up half of a page. Some days are 8 pages. Like, see, this is just writing, nothing else. Little drawing, stuck some things in here. But I just kind of needed to figure out what I was doing and what I wanted to do. So I did decide that I was ready to move away from the composition book. The paper is just, it's so crappy. And I mean, for the same reasons that I loved it, I also started to like, yeah, it's very crinkly. It's because I stuck so much crap in this thing. So I loved it because it was kind of crappy, but I started to hate that it was crappy too. And I did figure out kind of what I wanted to do. I do want to do more writing, but I don't feel like this is the place that I'm going to do it. I did decide I wanted to get back to doing more like 1 page a day and that kind of thing. And I'm going to keep writing, but the writing is going to be somewhere else. It's not going to be in this book. So I do want to show you the book I'm using right now as well. This is just a sketchbook that I bought from, I think, Tuesday Morning. I want to say it was maybe $5. It's got a lot of pages. It's got a lot of pages. I really like the size of these pages. I like that they're sideways and skinny. They're a lot smaller than what I had before, But, oh, that's my phone number, so I probably should cover that up. But I just kind of wanted to show you what I've done so far. I'm not going to get into a detailed like flip of this, but this is kind of back to sort of where I started, and 1 page per day for the most part. There might be a couple of days that have, I don't think any yet, actually. I don't think I've done any 2-page layouts yet, but you can see it's just back to sort of where I was before. So I just thought I would pop in and kind of show you what I've been up to and where I'm at right now. I probably will do some videos on YouTube, but I don't think it's going to be flipping through my journal every week or every other week or whatever I was doing. I think that's, I don't know, that just doesn't work for me, I guess. It just doesn't make me feel like the journal is serving my purposes. So I think I'm going to step back from doing that at least for a little while longer, even though I'm back to kind of journaling in the way that I was journaling before. One other thing, I'm not going to be on here too awful long, but one other thing I wanted to show you guys is something I got for Christmas from my wonderful husband. He got me these watercolor paints. They are by a company called Beam Paints, B-E-A-M, like a beam of light. So they are paint stones. And they are handmade, each one of them. This is a plastic-free company too. So these are actually, each little stone is wrapped in waxed cloth and then tied together. This is a palette that is called the Mixing 6 palette. So these are 6 colors that are intended to be mixed to make all the colors that, most of the colors you'd need. I also got this was like a little Christmas colors sample. You can see I've used it already. It's got gold, red, and green. So these are really, I'm really impressed with them. I have not used them a ton. Obviously, I only got them recently. I did do a swatch on watercolor paper here that I put into my journal. I'm really impressed with them. Here's the little paper too that came with the paints. Thank you for supporting Indigenous female business. The paints you have just purchased are made with local Manitoulin honey, wild crafted tree sap, hand gathered, washed, and sifted Manitoulin stone, and the finest light fast pigments. We strive to be a plastic free company. We make all of our packaging either hand cut and sanded, reclaimed white cedar or birch. They do have these beautiful like reclaimed birch palettes. So it's like a circle of a birch tree, and then they have like drilled out holes for you to put your paint stones in. They're amazing. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You should check out this company for sure. It's beampaints.com. So all of the wrappers are hand printed in shop with plant-based inks waxed with local beeswax. Amazing. I'm really, really impressed with them. I wanted to tell you guys about them because I would love for you to check them out and give them a try. They have, when I looked at their website after I got these, because I'd never heard of them until I got them, they do sell like little cards like this with samples that you can buy. Yes, they're beautiful, Elizabeth. You'd really, really like them. They have like little samples that like this that you can buy with the little card. So it's got like, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors, whatever they are. They were all sold out when I looked, but I think that's probably because of the holiday. So definitely check them out and get one of these little sample cards to try, or buy a whole palette. They're beautiful. You can buy the paint stones separately too. And those birch palettes are incredible. So check them out if you get a chance. Anyway, I think that's about it. I really was just gonna kind of pop in here. Oh, see, I messed them all up already. Oh. And kind of just give you guys an update. I didn't want to do any editing, so I thought, I'll just do it live and then I won't have to worry about it. Oh. So I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope that you had a wonderful holiday. I hope you have a wonderful 2020, and I will see you again soon. I'm just not sure when. It's definitely not going to be as often as I was posting before, but I will pop in occasionally and surprise you with, I don't know, who knows what. So Thanks for stopping by, Elizabeth. I think there's a couple other people here, so I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you stopping by, and I will see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.